What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, y'all, I just listened to the Pellycoat song from Durk'S album called Almost Healed. That album will be dropping, I believe, May 26th, which is Friday, right? Song is fire. Fire, for real, right? And so when I'm watching the visuals, the video, he got a part called Therapy Session that comes before the Pellycoat song. And in that therapy session little part of the video, Alicia Keys is playing Durk'S therapist, and she's talking to him about the death of Von, about the death of his brother, so on and so forth or whatever. And my mind went right to, damn, I'm really, really proud of that brother. For real, like, you can say what you want to say about drill music and its influence amongst the youth in a negative way. And I get that, right? And I get it, and I agree. But strictly off the music tip, like, I'm proud to see that brother reach with the heights that he has reached. I always go back to this video. I remember back in 2012, my man Zach TV, rest in peace to Zachary Stoner, right? Zach TV, Chicago legend. Media, drill music, media legend, right? Zach interviewed Durk. This right at the time when the drill movement was making its buzz, and it was making headlines, and it was going crazy all across the United States of America and across the world. It was starting to go across the world. And he's interviewing Durk, and he asking him, how big you want to go with this? And Durk says, I'm trying to be as big as Jay-Z. No lie, I'm not even lying to you. I'm trying to be as big as Jay-Z. And I remember when he said that, I never heard any of the other drill artists say that. A lot of the other drill artists just wanted some money to get out the hood, to look fly, to get a nice crib, nice car, whatever, get their moms out the hood. All of the things that a lot of young black men want to do for their family. But Durk said specifically, he didn't say I'm just trying to get a little bread. He said I'm trying to be as big as Jay-Z with this. And something that always stuck with me, because back when people wasn't paying Durk attention in 2012, I was listening to the music that young brother was making. He was great at making songs. Listen to that Life Ain't No Joke mixtape. Fire. Right? Listen to the Sign to the Streets mixtapes. He's making songs. Different type of songs. Not just shoot 'em up bang bang music. He making party songs. He making songs for girls. He's using the auto-tune when guys saying, oh, you need to cut that out, you need to cut that out. Why you singing so much, He's exploring with different sounds. He getting on songs with Wale, try to do a little R&B type tip, putting Jeremiah on songs, stuff that a lot of the other drill artists would not do. And I said, oh no, he got a bigger picture in mind. Fast forward to today. Can you imagine Durk from 2012 with the L's anthem and stuff playing? And This Ain't What You Want. Could y'all ever imagine him working alongside Alicia Keys? That is crazy to me. Got Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys' husband, the legendary Swiss Beats, is he's under Durk's pictures and talking, working alongside of him. Durk is rapping over a Swiss Beats beat, right? I think it was him and Roddy Ricch had a song over some Swiss production. And I'm like, man, look how far Durk has come. This crazy, man. I'm really proud for a young brother from my city, because I know how hard it is to, one, when you in a certain type of lifestyle, to stay alive, and to really keep, when you in the midst of all this stuff, to keep persevering over and over again, reinventing yourself when certain things isn't working. You're not catching the buzz you maybe feel like you deserve. It's taking you a long time for you to get bubbling when your peers around you have reached a certain height that you're just grasping to get. No matter how long it took, he stayed with it. He stayed at it, and he kept honing his craft time after time. Stuff was getting better every mixtape. Every mixtape is getting better. It's getting better to the point where a Drake has to pay attention to you, because he hearing what you're doing and it's sounding good, right? You're improving every time around. And I say, man, you know what? That is what's called, that is resiliency. And he been a resilient young dude throughout his career, and I'm impressed, man. That Pellycoat joint fire. He talking about every single thing, from people saying that he set Von up to people saying stuff like, I forgot, it was some other stuff he addressed in there, man. He talking about all this different stuff. And I'm looking like, yeah, man. Young dude, the young dude, man, he's ascending. He's been ascending for the past few years. but he's ascending and ascending and ascending, and he's making music that like it really sounds great, but it's also talking about certain things going on in his life, and I'm liking the way he's touching on the topics, man. So I'm very proud of that young brother, man. To see him, me and my uncle, I just, recorded my uncle today, right? And he looking at, and he saw the clip with Durk with Alicia Keys. He like, man, let shawty gone, man. And like it or not, a lot of dudes in Chicago are hating right now. But Durk got the flag for the city, and he's been had it for years now. And it ain't by default, bro. Like, for real. Like, dude can make a song, like, again, all these other artists around. A lot of these drill artists can't make a song that your girlfriend gonna really, really like. It's like, not if your girlfriend a hood girl and she into hood music. I'm talking about your girlfriend that probably listen to gospel music. She'll bump something that Lil Durk got because he used the melody, so on and so forth. A lot of them other drill artists don't do. You know what I mean? So, he got different he has a variety of sounds. And, man, he's doing his thing, man. He doing his thing, and we looking like, man, like, and a lot of dudes in the city hate on him, which I don't understand why, unless you just some Chief Keef mega fan. You from Chicago, bro, unless you Durk op. I don't know why you ain't happy for dude. For real, like, he is keeping Chicago's name thriving in the hip-hop industry. You can throw Polo G in there, you can throw Herb and them in there, but Durk is like a face. He's not an auxiliary character in the rap game. He's not a guy that you go to every now and then. You may not buy his album, but you just gonna listen to the mixtape or listen to it. Like, nah, like he's a main character in hip hop. And to see Durk be a main character, he wasn't like, man, people thought Keith was gonna be the man. No disrespect to Keith Sosa, a legend. He opened the floodgates for everybody to get discovered. People thought Keith was gonna fly the flag high for Chicago forever, ever, ever. And people gonna try to throw this out there, oh, Keith don't want to be in the industry, bro. Shut up, dog. People want to make songs that the world gravitate to. They do. But for whatever reason, and I'm gonna tell you this, being in Chicago, Keith got legendary songs. But we in Chicago ain't been bumping Keith like we been bumping Durk. We bumping old Keith, but Durk been the one that's been consistent. You know what I'm saying? No slight to Keith. Keith is a legend, but to see dude progress like that is really, really dope, man. Me being a Chicago native, man, I done lived in Inglewood before when I was a young boy. I done lived in I done lived in so many different hoods across the south side of Chicago. It don't make no sense. My mama, we used to move a lot, right? But either way, it's all Chicago, but particularly Durk from my side of town, the south side. So when I see a young brother from the crib, from my side of town, getting busy like that, and I called it. I told my homies I knew he was going. Back in 2012, my boy Melvin gonna be back in the shop. I'm gonna have him on the channel. My boy can tell you I called him being at the level he's at because I saw his drive, his dedication, his curiosity in music to play around with different things, and his willingness to try new stuff in order to see what the outcome would be. Songs like Molly Girl and all that back in the day. People thought that was, oh, that'd be trash or whatever, or him making little different songs with, like, again, playing with the auto-tune, Bang Bro, stuff like that. Like, to try to see how his sound has evolved now, man, is really, really special to see, and I can't wait to hear the album, but that Pelly Coat fire. Like, quotables all through that joint, like, y'all, it's a banger, man, but I'm really proud of that brother, man, because through him losing friends, family, or whatever, he still has been able to maintain, keep the flag flying high for Chicago, take care of his people, but at the same time, keep putting out quality music and not just throwing out quantity, just giving his, putting a half effort into stuff, man. So, yeah, man, I'm like, yo, I can't wait to hear what the album sounds like. It sounds like it's going to be fire, man, but again, I'm proud of how far the young brother has come, but just to see where he was at in 2012, and he was making great music then. That Animal on that Life Ain't No Joke album, and the outro on Life Ain't No Joke, and Homicide on Life Ain't... What? Them jokes was crazy, bro. And I knew he had it then. I'm like, nah, shorty, even on the first 52 bars and the second 52 bars, you like, yeah, man. It may sound simplistic to other people. And again, I listen to rap from Nasir Jones to Jadakiss to Jigga Man to Big to Pac. I listen to lyricists. You feel me? I listen to it, but I also listen to all different type of other stuff But you be like, yo, I still recognize I'm hearing something in that young man that's like gonna make him stand out. And so, yeah, man, when you from Chicago, dog, and if you not Durk and you from Chicago, you gotta be, unless you just like anti, gang violence music, and I get that, right? But you can't be anti Durk and be all for Keith and Herb and them when they all talking gang music. And some of y'all gonna get in here, Keith don't be dissing no more. Yes, he do. He just dissed Tuka like an album ago. And they was trying to act like Keith was on this Kumbaya, Gandhi, Martin Luther King stuff. They all be on the same type of stuff, even if it's only for 1 or 2 songs. So, but if you against the drill music, cool, I understand that, right? But if you listen to the drill music and you're not Durk, I don't understand how you can't salute what he doing as far as on the music, as far as the music tip goes, man. Like, from the album he made with Baby, the last album, the deluxe on the last album was crazy fire, right? And to see the evolution of dude, dope to see. I'm waiting to see. I'm probably gonna do a review of the album on the channel, but I had to stop when I'm listening to that Pelly Cut. I'm like, yeah. And in the Chicago scenery, being there up at Julian High School, because I heard he went to Julian first. I think either before he went to Robeson or after he went to Robeson. Maybe he might have went to Julian first and then Robeson, and Robeson is gone now, so you can't go to Robeson in the video. But shout out to Paul Robeson High School in Inglewood. But I think that's on like 69th and is that 69th and Normal? I think Robeson is. It might be. It was 68, 69, something like that. But anyway, yeah, man. Just proud of young dude, man. I'm looking like, look at dude, man. Look at dude. Every time I see him make progress, I'm like, all the biggest names in the industry trying to be next to him. Not because, he sold it, it just is, and that's a whole nother conversation when people believe in all these music artists is just, But anyway, just the hard work and the dedication he put into his craft, I can't do nothing but salute it, man. From one Chicago brother to another. Chicago, Illinois. Hey, y'all know I love Chicago, man. I love Chicago with everything in me. If you cut me right now, 773 will fall out my arm in blood. Just this is how it is, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, Durk doing this thing. I'm out. Peace.